Alrighty then, good morning. Good morning to you if you are in North America or South America. Good afternoon to my friends in Europe. I see some of you are here in the chat. Thank you very much, Bob and Elena and Peter. Welcome. Thanks for joining me today from wherever you are in the world. Maybe you are in Central Asia or East Asia or Southeast Asia, Australia. Who knows? Anyway, I'm Michael from New York, and I am so happy that you have decided to spend a little bit of time today on this Monday, April 17th. That's right, April 17th. Wow, time is a-flying, isn't it? Yes, it certainly is. Kinga, hello from Poland. Welcome. I had a feeling Rowley would blow the joke. Hello, Jason Zuhar from Baghdad, Iraq. Welcome. Thank you for spending a little time with me today. We're going to talk about using the word care, which seems to give a lot of people trouble. And I'm going to help you out with that. Hamad from Tehran, welcome. Ingles com Emmer. Hi from Brazil. Hello, Marcella. Welcome. The whole world is here. That's right. That's right. Thanks for joining me. Wow. If this is your first time, welcome. Again, my name is Michael. I'm an English teacher from New York, and I've been doing this here every Monday for you for quite a long time. That's right. Hello, Fab. Thank you for taking time out of your concert schedule to join us this morning. I guess there are no garage band events on Monday afternoons in Italy. Maybe there are. Anyway, thank you for joining me. I appreciate that. How was your weekend? Did you have a nice weekend? Did you study English this weekend? Did you do something in English this weekend? Maybe you read a book? Or you watched a TV series, or what? You watched a movie in English? You were listening to some rock and roll in English? Da, 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 da. Naoko, welcome. Thanks a lot. Homeland. What's Homeland? Is that a TV series? I think it's a TV series. Welcome, welcome, welcome. April 17th. I had a rough weekend in terms of my ability to study Japanese. But on the other hand, my new and upcoming TOEIC course is on track. That's right. Oh my God, what I've got planned for you is you're going to freak out. That's right. This week I worked on the vocabulary section. Kinga says he studied a lot. Good. Which track? How do you mean which track? Which track? Same phrasal verbs. Studying phrasal verbs. Zuhair, what's a phrasal verb you learned this weekend? How about you, Marcella? Repeat again and again and again. Which track at the station? Track 2. Track 2. I caught Jibber and Jabber on a 1950s movie called Rawhide. I'm tired of your jibber jabber. I don't think people say that anymore. When you say rawhide, was that rollin', 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 keep those doggies rollin', rawhide? Uh-oh. I hope that's not a copyright violation on YouTube. I'm having a hard time memorizing vocabulary. You have to write it in a sentence that's true for you and just read your sentences over and over and over again. Found out that the documents can be doctored. What kind of doctors are they? Oh, those are Um, crafty doctors. A new funny word, damsel. Oh, when you uh, when you look at those old Western movies, with John Wayne and the cowboys, they say, "Oh, look, there's a damsel in distress. We need to help her." That's also an old-fashioned movie. There's spin doctors. I couldn't think of that word. Thank you, Bob. I appreciate that. Blues Brothers. I learned that song there. Yep. Cut back on, put up with, stand out, pop into, bring up. Excellent. Well, I'm going to be bringing up a lot of different ways that we use care today. I have watched a whole TV show in English. I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of you. What whole TV show was that? Recently, I've been watching a lot of clips of Big Bang Theory. I don't know if you know that show. That guy Sheldon is a hoot. Yeah, which TV program? Now, go hang in there. It's not easy. 2 seasons of Sex Life. I don't know that one. I know Sex in the City, but that's an old program. Alrighty, let's get the show on the road. It's on Netflix for women, I guess. Oh, okay. Gotcha. There's so many streaming services and so many television programs. Who knows what to watch? Oops. Here we go. This is what we're going to do today. Nope. Huh? Something's wrong. Just a moment. Why is my... Okay. That was scary. This is what we're going to talk about today in today's English lesson. Care about, care for, care to, don't care, take care of, don't care for, don't care to, couldn't care less. Couldn't care less. Sorry, it's a little off the... There it goes. Couldn't care less. All about care. That's right. We're going to look at all these phrases and maybe some others that have popped in there and the different uses for these phrases. And hopefully that will sort things out for you today. I hope that. Alrighty then. If you hear a strange noise, that's my dog sleeping and snoring in the background. Maybe you don't. My microphone might not pick that up. All right, someone doctored the teacher's papers. That happened. I don't know what happened. As long as that's working. By the way, if you like my lessons here on YouTube, why don't you come and join me? Come to myhappyenglish.com. That's the name of the website. And there you can check out all of the different ways that I can help you learn English better. And help you speak English better. Self-study English courses. Maybe you on the go all the time. You can study whenever you want. My English Learners community also has self-study lessons, plus my community, where many of you who are here at this YouTube lesson spend a lot of time chatting on Telegram. I also do one-to-one lessons. I don't have a lot of room in my schedule, but if you're interested or you need my help, send me a message and maybe we can work something out. That's at myhappyenglish.com. You can also go to myhappyenglish.com/YouTube. You have to type all that. And then what you'll do is you'll get this document that you can download Yeah, that's at myhappyenglish.com/YouTube. So that's that. Come and join me. All right, let's jump in. Some of this might be easy. Some of this might be new or not new. Who knows? Hello, Andy Novak. Welcome. All right, care about. Care about. When you care about something, it means that thing is important to you. I'm sure that all of you care about learning English. That's why you're here today, and I appreciate that you've decided to come here today. Check out this English lesson. Here are some other examples. I care about my health, so I try to eat healthy food and exercise. I care about my health. Yeah. Where is it? Yesterday, almost, there it is, almost 10,000 steps. There was a lot of walking yesterday. We took the dogs to the park. Jack really cares about this project. He's been working overtime every day to get it finished. I don't care about watching TV. True story. I would rather read a book or listen to music. In addition to learning English, what is something, operative word, that you care about? These days, a lot of people don't care about their looks and look like scarecrows. Ah! Oh my goodness. You should come to a Walmart here in America. How about you? What do you care about these days? I care about making a living. I hear ya. What else do you care about? We'll talk about caring about people in a moment, but this particular page, a lot of P's, is about caring about something. What do you care about? Do you care about, I care about keeping myself healthy. I hear you there too. My. Family is first. I really care about my relatives. I realized, this is what I realized in all those years that I've been alive. The three most important things in life are your health, your family, and time. Everything else doesn't matter. I care about my career. I think we need one more E there. By the way, last night or yesterday, when I put this document together for you, I asked ChatGPT. I said, "Hey, ChatGPT, are there any spelling or typing mistakes in this document?" And she said no. So there you go. Hopefully, ChatGPT does a better job of checking the spelling than I do. I only care about myself and my healthy spirit. Okay, good. I have learned to care about myself as well. That's important. For all you youngsters out there, you have to care about your health. It's very, very important. All right. That's care about something. By the way, if you've just joined, it's a good idea during this lesson to get a notebook with a pen or a pencil and take notes. That's a good thing to do. Dear ChatGPT, will you care about the fate of humanity? Good question. I wonder. All right. You can also care about or care for. Now, we use both prepositions here with the same meaning. Care about or care for someone. I care about myself having as much fun as possible. Life is so short. That's for sure, Fab. That is for sure. That's why I do this job, because I like doing this job. All right, so when you care about or care for someone, it means that you have affection for that person. Maybe you like them in a romantic way. Okay, so when you have romantic feelings, you can say, I really care about them, or I really care for them. Jack really cares about Jen. I think he's going to propose. Oh my God. It's so clear that Nick really cares about Kim. He texts her every day and sends her flowers once a week. How romantic. I hope Kim doesn't have any allergies. Bob says, I care about my cats. I care about my dogs. Yes, I do. I'm sure they're going to be very tired today because many of those 9,000 steps I walked yesterday were with them. I really care for Lorenzo's health. That's for sure. So care for and care about. And the meaning is very similar, right? Because when you care for something, it's important to you. And when you care for somebody, they're important to you. I don't know if it's always in a romantic way. I guess you could use it and say that I care about my friends, which is not necessarily a romantic thing, but I think we tend to use it that way. But we would understand it. When somebody is important in your life, you can say that you care about that person. Yeah. So yes. It's not always in a romantic way, but you have strong feelings for that person, emotional feelings for that person. Care for a drink? It's too early. I never drink before 10 a.m. All right. Care about, care for. And Bob, we're going to talk about that sentence in a second. We also use care for. Care for has another meaning. Care for, when we talk about, hello, Mie, welcome. Better late than never. We use care for when we talk about keeping a person or another living thing safe and provided for. Maybe you know the phrase, take care of. Okay? So take care of and care for have the same meaning. So you're making sure that a person has enough food, enough water, that they're safe, they're provided for, any living thing. I was caring for my neighbor's cat when she went on vacation. Tommy is busy taking care of his grandmother. I take care of my mom, who's 93. Terry cares for her vegetable garden every morning before going to work. I'm debating the vegetable garden this year. Last year was a disaster. The last 2 years were a disaster. I really got to think about that. The vegetable garden. I really got to think about that. How about you? Do you care for anyone? Do you care for any houseplants? Do you have houseplants? Do you have pets? I care for my mom and I care for the 2 dogs. I need to care for me. How about you? How's the signal? Anybody out there? Is there anybody out there? Oh, there's 2 copyright violations in one video. Do you care for anyone? Maybe somebody cares for you. Maybe somebody's taking care of you. Maybe you need to take care of yourself. That happens a lot. I usually take care of some plants. That's good. You have to. I think it's really important to have something living in your house, like a plant. I wish I could have a house plant here on my. I should get a little plant somewhere on my desk here. We have house plants in the house plus the dogs. I think I need a plant. I take care of my daughter's dog, cat, and rats when she's out of the house. Wow. Your daughter has a lot of pets. I have a green thumb. That's right. Thank you, Naoko. If you have a green thumb, it means you are good at taking care of plants, good at gardening. A good vet took care of the poor dog and left his unneutered. All of my dogs have been fixed. That's how we say that in casual English. Have you fixed your dogs? Have the dogs been fixed? Is your cat fixed? That's how we say that. My cat too. Both dogs are fixed. But that doesn't mean that sometimes the older dog doesn't get excited on your leg. Even the other dog, both dogs do that sometimes. We have a food chain in our house. I can see that. What do you think? What's your opinion? Should I grow vegetables this summer? I don't have the time to do that, do I? I went to the Korean grocery store yesterday, and in the springtime they sell live plants with Asian vegetables, and what they had, which I've never seen before, is long green onions. So quite often green onions that we have domestically in America are the thickness of a pencil or thinner, and these are the kind of green onions that I used to buy in Japan. They're fat, like a finger, or bigger, a little bigger than a finger, like a thumb. And so I saw that and I thought, I should do that. I have to find a spot. I got to think about that. Generally, we plant vegetables like the last week of April or the first couple of weeks of May. That's the planting season here in the New York area. I don't know. I'm probably gonna end up doing it because I do it every year. Last year, like I said, was really sad. Nothing grew. All those tomato plants, nothing. Oh, you have that in Italy too. I did not know that. I should just go to Italy if I want to buy those. All right, let's take care of. Care for. Care for and a noun. As Bob mentioned before, we use care for plus a noun when we offer something. Would you care for a cup of coffee? Would you care for another cup of coffee? Would you care for another English lesson next Monday? We also use care to plus a verb when we ask about somebody's wishes. Would you care to dance? We're going on a long trip. Would you care to share the driving? So, and we usually, when we offer something or ask somebody like this, we usually use would. Okay, so you can think of this as kind of a set phrase. Would you care for another cup of coffee means would you like another coffee? Another cup of coffee. Would you care to dance? Would you care to help me with my homework? I have a lot of homework this week. Must study. So we use care for in this way when we offer something or ask about somebody's wishes. Andy, yes, that's correct. It is very polite. Because I could easily say, do you want more coffee? 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 But a more polite way is, would you care for another cup of coffee? When you go to a fine restaurant in Manhattan, they will ask you, would you care for another cup of coffee? And then your date would say, would you care to dance? So, care for, that's how we use care for. How about you? Would you care for another English lesson next week at this same time on YouTube? By the way, if you've just joined, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I would appreciate that. Leave a thumbs up. Anything you'd like to do, I would appreciate that. All right, that's care for. Would you like some coffee? Or a cup of Joe? A cup of Joe. Yes, a cup of Joe. I'm drinking a cup of Joe today in my Hello cup. Hello cup. My cup says hello. And then it says hello over here. Hello. It's a very friendly cup. This is my first cup of Joe this morning. And can I answer, I would care to, it's too formal. I think I would care to have a cup of coffee. I think that sounds a little old-fashioned, to be honest with you, Marcella. Yeah, I'd like a cup of coffee. Can I have a cup of coffee? Something like that. Yes, it's my cute and big coffee mug. Not so big for American sizes, because Americans like things big, like a Big Mac. Would you care for another cup of coffee? Yes, please. That's a good way to answer. Yes, please. Would you care for another cup of coffee? Oh, that would be lovely. Thank you very much. If you want to be very formal, very polite in those fancy restaurants. Are you up for it? I'm up for it. Are you up for a cup of coffee? That's a little bit more casual, right? Are you up for it? Are you up for a cup of coffee? Are you up for some sushi? Always. I know that for sure. Americans like big everything. Yes, we do. That's true. That is true. All right. In America, we say the bigger the better. The bigger the better. The bigger the better. So if it's big, it's good. I don't think that's true personally. But the reason I like this big cup of coffee rather than a regular coffee cup or a coffee mug is that I can fill this up and I don't have to stop what I'm doing to go downstairs into the kitchen and get another cup of coffee. So it's kind of a time saver. I'm not lazy. It's a time saver. All right, let's rock on. Take care of has another meaning. Take care of is also used to mean deal with or handle something. Deal with or handle something. So, the IT department takes care of the office computers, network, and servers. Oh, see that? ChatGPT doesn't understand. That is a typing mistake. I knew there had to be one. Didn't you? Ay, ay, ay. Let me just fix that, if you don't mind. All right. In his previous job, Al took care of accounts receivable. Sheldon always takes care of his experiments. Wow, good for you, Sheldon. In Europe, they tend to everything to shrink order to sell it. You mean they tend to shrink everything in order to sell it? In Europe, they tend to shrink everything in order to sell it. That works better. Well, that's interesting. Take care. What do you work? Are you working? What do you take care of in your workplace? What do you handle? If you follow me on social media, I take care of all the comments. If I reply to your comment on social media, that's me replying to your comment. Sometimes people send me a text message or an email. They say, could someone in your team please help me? It's only me. Only me. Oh, that's my third copyright violation in one video. Oh my God. What do you take care of? Do you take care of clients? Do you take care of accounting? Do you take care of marketing? Maybe you take care of fixing motorcycles, or you take care of pouring the coffee. I used to take care of my mistakes, but now I don't care. So you don't handle your mistakes. I think that's what you're saying. I think there's a joke in there somewhere. I take care of payments at my office. For all the videos I post, I take care of the editing and the podcasts. Oh, by the way, that's right. New podcast comes out today. The mob will take care of you. That's right. Tony Soprano. I typically, I can't read. I typically take care of computers when I'm in the office. I'm taking care of my React apps, and other stuff in this moment and listen to your video lesson. I'm not sure what that means. What does a React app mean? I'm not sure what that means. Take care of. Take care of. So you can take care of a person, right, which means you make sure that that person is provided for, or you can take care of a thing, which means you handle that. You do that thing. All right, we have a couple more. Wow, we're going quickly today. We also use take care to say goodbye when we leave someone or when someone leaves us. Soon AI will take care of everything. Every morning I take care of the apartment and the balcony. Good, that's right. So we also use take care to say goodbye. Take care. Take care, John. See you next week. Hey, take care. Have a great vacation. They will say to me soon. So take care is another way, another casual way. It's a casual way in English to say goodbye. Goodbye. Take care. So long. See you. We also say ciao, which I think is Italian for goodbye. Sometimes we say adios. Which is also goodbye, I think, in Spanish. Auf Wiedersehen, which is my poor German pronunciation, but we say that too sometimes. Web development such as HTML5, CSS3, and React JavaScript library. Too complicated for me, but okay. So long. Too old. No, we still say that. Americans still use that. So long. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye-bye. Catch you later. Oh, we have a lot of ways to say goodbye. I should do a list of those. Ciao is a greeting in my country as well. Oh, interesting. That's interesting. All right, I have a quick question that's not related to this lesson, but since Marcella brought it up, I have a question. How do you say tea in your language? If you don't want coffee, you want tea. How do you say tea in your language? Please type your answer in the chat. The word tea, te. Who else? How do you say tea in your language? Ocha. Cha. Chai. Tea. I'm interested to know how everyone says the word tea. Cha, chai, te. Herbata, that's totally different. Okay, cha. Te. Interesting. Cha. It's my understanding, and I could be wrong, that tea originated in China or India. Sounds like Shah. And I've met a lot of people from all over the world, and from Asia, let's say from Japan, going west, it's something like cha or chai. And then as you move towards Europe, it becomes more like te or tea. It's very, very interesting. Thank you for sharing that. React app creates your websites. You're looking at your screen. Oh, okay. I did not. Thank you, Andy. I did not know that. All right. So that's just interesting. Some things translate very, 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 very similarly in different languages. All right. Let's move ahead. Take care. Take care, and not of, just as a set phrase, is also used to mean stay well or keep yourself safe. Okay, so when someone goes for a drive in a snowstorm, you can say, take care, the roads are slippery. So take care kind of means like be careful. If your friend caught a cold, you can say, take care, I hope you feel better soon, take care. So take care means stay well. And that's why we use take care when we say goodbye to somebody. Take care, John, have a good vacation. Or take care, see you next time. Means stay healthy, stay well. Keep yourself safe. So we use take care in that way also. Take care. Michael, when you type documents, you need to take care. That's a different usage. All right. What else can I tell you today? I don't care for. I don't care for. Some people say that Americans are very, very direct when they speak. And that might be true in some cases, especially when we agree with you or when we say something positive. But when we disagree or when we say something negative, we tend to speak a little bit more indirectly, and that's considered polite language. So don't care for is an indirect way to say you don't like something. For example, I don't care for tea with milk. I don't care for tea with milk. It means I don't like tea with milk, but it's a little bit indirect. Please take care. The place you're heading has a lot of stray dogs. Oh my goodness. I'm not really a picky eater, but I don't care for raisins. I don't care for raisins. True story. I don't care for raisins. Donna doesn't care for jazz. Donna doesn't care for jazz. Interestingly, if you do like something, we don't say, I care for jazz. Okay? So this usage of care for is only in a negative sentence. I don't care for jazz means I don't like jazz. But if you like jazz, you wouldn't say I care for. I don't care for pineapple on my pizza. Me neither. Like, I'm not into it. Correct. I'm not into jazz is a more casual conversation you would use with your friends. Would you like some milk in your tea? Oh, sorry, I don't care for tea with milk. It's a little bit more polite, a little bit more indirect. I'm not into heavy metal music is more direct, but it's casual language, okay? So if you want to be polite, oh, I'm sorry, I don't care for raisins. And that is a true story. How about you? Is there a food that you don't care for? Or a style of music you don't care for? Or a genre of movies? I don't care for horror movies. I don't care for horror movies. I don't care for horror movies. Let's see. I don't care for rap music. And I don't care for tea with milk. I don't care for raisins. I'm not a picky eater. The way I talk is always casual way. Right, that's fine. That's fine. Many people who learn English tend to speak more in a formal way because that's what they learn in textbooks. But especially American English, very casual. That's fine. I usually don't care about etymology, but why do raisins have something to do with rubber? I don't know. Maybe because the texture is like rubber? I don't know. I don't know. I don't care for science fiction movies. Okay, I don't care for sushi. Oh, resin. Peter, I'm confused. Wouldn't be the first time. What else? What is something you don't care for? If we talk about alcoholic drinks, I don't care for gin or vodka. I don't care for karaoke. Karaoke, as the Americans say. I do not care for nay music except metal music. I know I'm a bit weirdo in some way. I'm sorry, Andy, what is nay music? Nay music? Oh, I like gin. I've had a gin tonic once or twice. It was okay, but it's not my favorite, to be honest. Oh, any music except metal music. Gotcha. Andy, in that case, did you get the new Metallica CD or whatever they call it these days, album? Came out Friday. I don't care for celery. I love gin tonic. All right. In terms of alcohol, I like scotch and beer and Japanese sake, also called sake. I had a gin tonic in a outside tiki bar in Bali on a hot day, and that was an appropriate drink for that situation. I don't care for beer, right? I don't care for. That's a good phrase to remember. I don't care for, because it's kind of polite. All right, I think we have two more. Let's see what else we have going here. Oops, not that. All right. In a similar way, in a similar polite way, you can say, I don't care to do that. Okay? This also has a formal sound. I don't like Metallica, so wealthy men. Okay. Fair enough. I don't care to be in crowded places, so I stay home on Black Friday. I really don't care to be in crowded places. I also don't care to see horror movies. When I go to the movies, I like to laugh. I don't care to do that. I don't care to watch sports. I'm not into sports. So I don't care to do something has quite a formal sound. I don't like being in crowded places, very casual. I don't like watching horror movies, very casual. But I don't care to see horror movies. That's a formal way to say that. I don't care to. What is something you don't care to do? I don't care to play sports. Andy doesn't care to listen to Metallica. Fabri doesn't care to listen to the Beatles, I believe. I don't care to be in dark places. Too many ghosts in those places. What else? Anything else you don't care to do? All right. I think we got one more. And this is a phrase that a lot of people get wrong or get confused. I couldn't care less. I couldn't care less. This is the correct phrase. I couldn't care less. I couldn't care less means I have absolutely no interest in that. Totally, I'm not interested in that. And we usually use this pattern. I couldn't care less about something. I couldn't care less about it. I couldn't care less about football. Is it an ironic way to say I do not care? Yeah, I guess you could think of it that way. I couldn't care less about football or any other sport. True story. There we go. I couldn't care less about driving a fancy car. I just need reliable transportation. Okay? I couldn't care less. Now, if you watch American movies, in slang, people say, I could care less, which is the opposite meaning, but it's used as slang. I could care less about driving a fancy car. But the grammar doesn't make any sense. I care less means not very much. I couldn't care less means it's not possible for me to dislike that more. It's not possible for me to dislike that more. But I could care less means it's possible for me to dislike that more, which is grammatically incorrect. But again, people say that. So I'm just letting you know that that's what people say. But the correct phrase, and you should learn the correct phrase, is I couldn't care less. I couldn't care less about age. Age is just a number, that's for sure. I'm not actually satisfied or happy with the current number of me. But nothing I can do about that. I couldn't care less about Evel Knievel, but some really give a hoot. That's true. Evel Knievel. Good for him for being a daredevil, but I really couldn't care less about that either. How about you? What's something you couldn't care less about? Except for today's Instagram post, which maybe you have seen or not. I rarely talk about sports. There are very few occasions where I talk about sports. And why is that, you might ask? Well, good question. Thanks for asking. Because I really couldn't care less about sports. Not interested in sports. A lot of American guys every weekend, every Saturday, Sunday, in the sports bar or in the living room, watching football, watching baseball, watching basketball. Boring. Sorry. A baseball game is like 4 hours long. There's no way I can commit that kind of time for that. Couldn't care less. What about chess? Sometimes it can be really tough. I played chess when I was in junior high school. So I don't play now. I don't remember all the rules. But yeah, that's a different story. I couldn't care less about bungee jumping. I hear you. I couldn't care less about normal lifestyle. There you go. Andy is a progressive revolutionary. Nice to meet you. All right, that is it. Oh my goodness. Not too bad, right? Only one tiny typing mistake, and wait till I go back and tell ChatGPT that she missed that. Anyway, that is it. Where are we? We're over here. Awesome. Thank you so much for joining me today for this live English lesson. Wow, that was a blast. Time does fly, that's for sure. Listen, while you're on the internet now, I couldn't care less about having a lot of money. I just want to have enough. I hear you. Just because you have a lot of money doesn't mean you're happy. Keep that in mind. So anyway, if you liked today's lesson, why don't you go to myhappyenglish.com/YouTube. You can download this document. And if you want to learn English more, why don't you, while you're there, check out my English Learners community. Check out my one-to-one lessons or self-study English courses. If you are thinking about taking the TOEIC exam, have I got an awesome course coming out in the next couple of weeks for you, that's for sure. All right, that, my friends, is all the time we have for today. Thank you so much for joining me for this live English lesson. I will be back right here on YouTube live next Monday at this very, very same time. So set your calendar, set your alarm clock, and I hope to see you there. All right, let me bring this screen over here. Keep in mind, as I often say, what is it that I often say? Oh, that's right. Learning another language is not always easy, but it's not impossible. That's right. It's not impossible. Not easy, but it's not impossible. And I am here to help you on your journey. Thank you for learning English with me on YouTube today.